Hi, and welcome to my Remix 2 Rainbow Star replays for NES Remix 2 for the Wii U. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, here we go with Stage 1, 2.1 seconds. This is a Zelda 2 and Super Mario Bros. 2 mashup. Toad up there. Just gotta get rid of all the Octoroks. And you can do it in about 2 seconds if you just time your jump and throw right. It's a fun one. Alright, Stage 2, 14.8 seconds. This one's Metroid themed, and if you've been living under the rock for the last few decades, yes, Samus is a girl. So this one's pretty cool. I think the best way to get a low score in this one is to avoid as many enemies as possible and stay running for as long as possible. I've had pretty great variances in my times, even though it looks like I'm basically doing the same thing, but I did whittle it down to 14.8. Alright, Stage 3, 36.4 seconds. My least favorite game in NES Remix 2 is Kid Icarus, so these stages give me nothing but joy. So this one you basically just have to run and jump all the way to the top, and I tend to waste a lot of time on these, and I'm pretty sure there's a much better way to get to the top here, and I'm sure there are speedrunners watching this that are just shaking their heads, but yeah, for Kid Icarus, I'm just not very good at it, and so if I can get to the top or get to the ends of these stages and get my rainbow stars, I am generally good. I might do a replay here and there just to see like that right there. I could have saved a little time. But yeah, that one's kind of tedious. Alright, Stage 4, 56.2 seconds. This one's Super Mario Bros. 3 themed. Has a cool sunset-like background. And this one's kind of interesting. It takes you by surprise at first because the ship goes invisible. So you have to use some of the other visual cues to get through it. Like where those screws are, that tells you where some platforms are. Cannons, obviously, you can jump on top of. And yeah, this just takes some patience and experimentation, but overall it's a pretty simple one to get through. Like the one from Remix 1, they have that mushroom block right there, and you just want to avoid that because that'll knock a few tenths of a second off of your time because the game will pause. And here, yeah, just continue on, and then right when you see the I guess the ropes up above, that's your cue to jump up. So you just gotta, right here. So just stay up to the right of the screen so that you can go down that pipe as quickly as possible. Alright, Stage 5, 43.5 seconds. Dr. Mario. Alright, so in this one, yeah, you just have to beat Birdo by getting rid of all the viruses. And yeah, I'm still not very good at Dr. Mario, and I'm trying to figure out a way to not drop the free-floating pills. You know, because when they drop, it just takes many seconds for it to occur. So this one, yeah. So when I get rid of the red viruses up top, that's where I lose a lot of time. It's coming up right here. So yeah, I have to sit and watch that blue one drop. Red, and so drop those and get the red, and done. Now, I didn't see too many low times on the Miiverse. It's sometimes can be pretty random on what scores you see. Alright, Stage 6, 11.6 seconds. This is a Zelda 2 and Super Mario Bros. Mashup. This one took me a lot of attempts to get right. Yeah, it's just, Link's controls are a little loose. And so a lot of these jumps and where you have to slash at the bricks, it took a lot of practice to get right. But that's a fun one. Alright, Stage 7, 23.7 seconds. Super Mario Brothers, and this one, I won't spoil it, but the music that's playing in the background here is really good. You'll have to just listen to my voice over it. But it's really cool. It's wintry themed, Christmas themed, and yeah, it's really nice sounding, and it was actually very distracting when I was playing this the first few times because I kept just wanting to listen to the music. And And yeah, so I'm guessing again I could save a lot of time by not stopping and pausing, but anyway, stage 8, 13.3 seconds. This is Metroid. This is pretty cool. You just kind of free fall down as the morph ball, and I haven't figured out if there's a way to do it without actually hitting anything on the way down, but that one platform right there is the only one I feel like you have to hit, but I could be wrong. And the rest of it is just kind of free falling down and then a left turn at the very end. Alright, stage 9, 5.8 seconds. Another Kid Icarus one. This one is very short, but probably took me the longest to get a relatively low score on. So here you just have to catch all the fairies, and the fairies' movement, there's probably some kind of formula to it, but I haven't figured it out, and I think I just got lucky on that one. Alright, stage 10, 22.2 seconds. This is 4 different games put together. The first one here is Super Mario Bros. 3, playing as Peach. This one's really fun. Key is getting that turtle shell at the beginning, and then right here, floating long enough to let it go under you, and then there's a coin block right there. This one's pretty straightforward, just dodge and punch. Or uppercut, rather. The next one here, you have to hit all those blocks, and I'm guessing there are folks out there who can hit all 6 in one go, but the most I could do is 5 and then get the 6th one at the end. And again, I think there's a better way to do that instead of getting hit, but you can take them out pretty quickly before the boos get you. Alright, here we go with the second half. Stage 11, 20.9 seconds. This is a Metroid and Super Mario Bros. Mix. This one is very sloppy, kind of like the Kirby one from my Remix 1 video. I just didn't spend a whole lot of time on this one, and my friend from Phoenix, his score is the one that appeared as the Miiverse post right before I started this, and he has my score beat by a few seconds there, so this is probably one I'll go back to try and get a lower score, but this was enough to get the rainbows. And so yeah, stage 12, 10.3 seconds, Kid Icarus again. This one, yeah, you just have to collect 30 hearts. Yeah, 30 hearts. And so you just have to get in the right position, shoot these guys, collect the hearts. And I found that jumping up here gives you the best shot at these guys. Get them. Yep. Stage 13, 31.8 seconds, Dr. Mario. This one, if I'm remembering correctly, is, oh yeah, the viruses here, they keep changing colors, so you have to pay very close attention to not just the viruses changing colors, but the timing of them, because it can really mess up where you're dropping your pills. And this one did take me quite a long time to get right, and there's probably a much better way to do this, but I think this is a decent run, and I don't have too many wasted drops. And this one takes care of the last 2. Okay, stage 14, 6.8 seconds. It's a pretty basic Super Mario Bros. 2 one. You basically just have to pick up the bombs from up there, throw them down, they're on the conveyor belts, and you have to kill those porcupines down at the bottom. Just got to make sure they're timed right so that the porcupines are lined up with the bomb when they explode. Alright, stage 15, 6.3 seconds. There's my Zelda 2 Link that I drew after I beat this one. I think the easiest way to do this is to kind of use the cheat technique, lure him over here to the left, and just kind of spam your sword attack. Hit him 3 times and it's over. Yeah, so funny how he just slides over. And this, like several of the other ones, it plays this little cutscene after you beat it. So you just have to sit around and wait a little while. Alright, stage 16, 19.8 seconds. Kid Icarus, once again. They must know I don't like this game. Alright, so in this one, just got to get to the top, and they make you pretty much invincible. I don't think there's any way to die other than falling, but they do this crazy zoom out effect, and Yeah, you just want to get up as quickly as possible, otherwise you might need a microscope or magnifying glass to see where you're going. So there you go. Hop right to the exit. Stage 17, 12.9 seconds. Wario's Woods. This one's pretty neat because it's upside down. The controls aren't reversed, so you just play it the way it looks, but yeah, the perspective can definitely mess you up. And I have to give credits to the player Ace on the Miiverse for providing really good tips on how to play this one. I think, improve by about a second there at the end, but for the most part, I was very happy with that run. It takes a lot of practice because the controls aren't all that great. Alright, stage 18, 18.9 seconds, Super Mario Brothers. I like these because they're auto runs, so you just have to hit the jump button at the right time and the right amount. This one didn't take me too many attempts, surprisingly. Usually these take a long time, but maybe I'm just getting used to Super Mario Brothers after all these games. So yeah, just hop here. And that last jump right there, those two platforms, those can slow you down, so you just have to make sure you jump early enough so that you don't hit the side of it. Alright, stage 19, 50.5 seconds. This is Super Mario Bros. 3. You're playing as an invincible Princess Peach. And this one actually plays some mental games with me. Because this first part takes a relatively long time, about 45 seconds, you're just jumping from these floating ships to the next one. You know, there's no way to die unless you fall. It just takes a lot of time, so I think much like, you know, Super Mario Galaxy 2's final stage, you know, there's some things in there that are just, they're really easy, but they're meant to waste time and they can make you impatient, and I think that's what they were trying to do here, is that, you know, the pace of this is controlled by the game because it auto-scrolls, and so you just have to make sure you don't lose your patience, you know, don't jump too far ahead, and yeah, just go down the pipe and just run towards boom boom, he's dead. I think that's his name. Alright, stage 20, the last one. 1 minute 30.4 seconds. This is 8 games in total and 6 lives. So here you just gotta block Great Tiger. He'll come at you. Just block, block, block. And then just hit him in the face. Don't do an uppercut because it takes longer. Just do a high punch, high jab. Here, make sure you get a running jump. It zooms in to kind of throw your perspective off. Bounce up. Shoot that. Collect it. Yep. That could have been faster, actually. In here, yeah, just hit the P block and then you get all the coins. Trick here is to not fly back through empty space, like I did right there on the right side. And I still get the 150 coins in time. This one I haven't quite figured out, and so I'm supposed to hit 8 enemies, and I get about 6 in, and then the 7th and 8th one, I'm trying to figure out how to get 2 right there, but I haven't yet, so I still need to work on that one. And here, just crouch and hold left and then right, or right and then left, sorry. And here, just downward thrust, bounce on the 3 Octoroks, done. And this one just gets to the highest door. So this one is, yeah, pretty straightforward in what you need to do, except for this last block. Wait for it to drop just a little bit, because if you hit the ceiling, she'll get stuck and then she'll fall. All right, and the final stage, defeat Bowser. So you've played Super Mario Bros. 3. This is, you can do this in your sleep. The one thing right here is Bowser will shoot 2 fireballs at me. I'm not quite sure how to just get him to shoot 1, you know, to save some time. But there he goes. And right here you have to actually enter the door. The stage isn't over, you think it's over, plays the music. You're kind of hanging out. And the door open and you go in. And you have to push up to go inside. So right there. Just make sure you're waiting there and keep tapping up. And it plays this final cutscene, which is the end of Remix 2. And after this, what happens is you'll unlock the credit roll, and it basically will show you all of your scores for every stage, and it has some cool little graphics, just like the first NES remix. So, nice little touch. But I have yet to play the bonus category, so there's 20 more games I need to go through, but I did want to share the Remix 2 stages with everybody to show you how I did. And yeah, there's, again, like I said, there's a few areas that I can make some pretty major improvements to my scores, but in just going for all the rainbows in this game, yeah, I think that was good enough to print. So anyway, thanks again for checking this out, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments.